We are honored to have acclaimed artist William Kentridge for a conversation on Gogol, Shostakovich, and William Kentridge's creative process.
Grammar of performance, what might you mean by that?
By the grammar of a performance, I mean the difference between having an idea and then seeing how to realize it. So, for example, if you have a camera running backwards, you understand that if you run a camera backwards when you play it, or you film something and you run the projector backwards, you get a very different world. So if you walk backwards while you're being filmed and you reverse the projector, you in fact walk forwards. But to get it to be convincing, in fact, you have to walk backwards leaning slightly forwards, so that when it's played it looks like you're walking normally, as opposed to looking like you're walking that way. So that's what I mean about the grammar. So it's finding out the rules of the form itself rather than knowing those rules or devising those rules in advance. Multiplicity of passions strengthen each other rather than weaken each other. That for me was the important thing. Understand the drawings were better for being made for the theatre, and the theatre was better for having a component of drawing in it.
One inspires the other.
It's not just even that it inspires, it provokes the other. It makes things emerge in the other form that would never have arisen by themselves. So the drawings that are made for the needs of the theatre or the needs of a film that I would never have arrived at if I was simply making a drawing. And there are ways of thinking about theatre that would never have arrived if I had simply started with the script, with the psychology of the actors, which are provoked by a stage setting, by a kind of visual language around it.
What was it like growing up in South Africa in a family of lawyers?
One of the things that became essential for me was being able to arrive at an opinion that was not subject to cross-examination. That was kind of impervious to it. And that's and I suppose that's one of the reasons why I became an artist. One has to think that it was a sense of saying there must be a way of having knowledge in the world that isn't based in rationality. You take a piece of music, you can analyze it, but you can't really give a rational reason for its existence or justification.